Hey ladies, I'm so excited to be back. Okay, so I'm jumping into a this and that video. How exciting is that, right? I've been on hiatus for like, I don't know, a month and a half, 2 months. And I'm gonna jump in on a this and that video because that is always my most requested videos. So let me go ahead and dive in. All of you know I'm in the middle of selling my house. It is officially now in escrow. So any prayers, I will please sprinkle all of that love towards me so that escrow goes through smoothly and that I sell this house and that I can just move forward. So let's go ahead and dive in. Okay, so let's first start with some crazy amazing inspiration. This right here was my first inspiration, and it's from dreamy.mailer, MAILER 92 on Instagram. I am subscribed to her Instagram, and she is so amazeballs. And look at this, ladies. What? If that is not screaming, I must go in my craft room and make it now, I don't know what is. So let me show you my take on the tag that was inspired 1000% by dreamy.mailer 92. All right. So, I'm so excited. Okay, and in doing the these tags, I used my kit from Paper Cherries. I've just recently subscribed to her little goodie kits, and so check her out on Instagram as well. It's Paper Cherries, and it's amazing. So this is what I got in my kit. And I'm just sharing this. I pay for mine every month, but I just want to show you. They're super cute. It's not a big fabulous, well, no, I'm not going to say big fabulous because that's wrong. It's a small fabulous kit, but it's just a little of everything. You don't, for those of you that don't want a lot because you already have so much. So this was perfect. I used all of these. I'm out of all of the lace. I've used all of them. Half of the sheet of the enamel, and the butterfly charms. I've used 3 of the 6. And the bead mix, I did not touch those yet. But other than that, I used all of them. So I absolutely love it. Thank you, girl. I know the owner is, she is now subscribed to my channel. So let me do her some justice on the goodies that she sends to all of us. So I have 1 of 4 tags. These tags right here are super, super thick. Now let me tell you what I used. At Michael's, do you remember these, ladies? I got these, I think, about 2 years ago, and I haven't used them. This was my first time, and look at how many you get, like 60 of them, right? That's the first time I popped out 4 of them and used them. So that's what I used as my base. I didn't add anything else but the trims. So these trims right here, you will see that this is the trims from Michael's that was, they don't know if they have this anymore, but it's their loopy trim, and they had them on clearance, so I grabbed, I just grabbed a couple spools, but I just cut 7 strips and I just laid them all the way up top. And then when you do cut them, they come unraveled like this, but I like that. I like that it gives it that character. I could have cut those off, but I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. So I love that it hangs like that. I'm leaving it. And when I decide to gift these and tie them to a bag, I'm going to probably make a little envelope with a little tag in it so I can put to and from. Because when you create on here, to push this down and then write, you're going to squish whatever you got going on here. So anyways, now you will see I have these little clusters of sequins right here, here, and I think that was it. What I did is I got glossy accent and I just put a blob of it, and then I grabbed, this is the sequin mix from Paper Cherries, and it's super cute little combo of little tiny ones, which I loved, and I quickly put it on there. I pat it down with my finger, did each of the globs like that, so it would just dry randomly like that, which is what I was going for. All right, so these 2 right here I did on a previous this and that video with these felt bows, my handmade rolled paper flowers, and inside here I also did a glob of glossy and sprinkled some more sequins in there. These are some feathers that I die cut, and then I added bling, and this is that faux leather from Hobby Lobby that I also ran through my feather dye, and then I just randomly cut it. You see they're not the same. I just grabbed my scissors and did this at an angle and put it at the very tips. So, and that was that. This right here is the very last of that trim that was part of the paper cherries trim, and I loved it because it's super bright and super fun. And this is some pom-pom trim from my stash. Okay, and then I just tied it all together with some twine. So isn't that fun? Oh, I love it so much. It's so fun. Okay, moving on. Then I have this one right here. All of them are going to be blank because all the decorative side is in the front. I wanted to keep this blank because of whatever I wanted to put on here. So I didn't want to put the image on that side, even though you can't see the image. The only thing you can see is that little piece right there. But look how fun these trims are. Oh my gosh, I love it. So you'll see right here is the paper cherry as well. All three of these are from the kit. And these are from my stash. This really pretty tulle gathered trim. It was my friend Marissa. She went ahead and just did some where she gathered the stitch, and she gave me a couple long strips of it, so I used it down here. This is some for my stash. I did the same thing here with glob of glue. I put some sequins. I did that there as well. Pom-pom trim. This is some more of that loopy trim that I used, that I just showed you. Then I have this really beautiful ruffled yellow trim that was gifted to me in a blessing box by one of my crafty friends. And I have some more pom-pom trim, some more of this beautiful ruffled trim, and then I have some more of this trim from Paper Cherries, and then some more of this really beautiful lace. These enamel stickers, enamel dots, also came from Paper Cherries. She gives you a full sheet. And then this right here, this whole section right here was from a previous This and That video, because I always do a lot of embellishments, so I try to always reach to those when I'm creating something. So this whole thing on the little stick, I created a while ago. Martha Stewart punch, Tim Holtz tiny rosette, and then that's Doodlebug. And then a cute little rosette die from Allie that I dyed through some gold beautiful foil. This beautiful perfect circular rosette was handmade by my friend Suzanne Laverty. Susan Laverty, not Suzanne. Susan Laverty. And I think it was a birthday she gifted me these, or it was I don't remember which it was, but she always gifts me and blesses me with some super amazing stuff. These right here are all parts of the Paper Cherries little kit that you get. Please check her out on Instagram, see if you like it. Super in the budget, just a little something something. And then you see right there I have a glob of that and just a bunch of sequins. How fun is that though? This tag is so fun. Alright, moving to the next one is this right here. So I grabbed some of I have a ton of beautiful laces and trims, and I busted them out. My pom-pom trim, this beautiful heart, was by Susan Laverty as well. I believe these bows were handmade for me by Mama Loves Disney. I believe it's her. If I'm wrong and you were the one that gifted these to me, please let me know in the comments below, because I do know that this Mama Loves Disney, she has a tutorial on how to make these shaker bows. So I'm going to link that below. I haven't made them yet. This was made for me. And I'll link her video below. And then here's some more of those enamel dots. These are the butterflies you get also in the Paper Cherries kit. And they're metal. And all I did, they actually come to put as charms, and I cut that part off. I just wanted to use the actual butterfly, and I did right there as well. And then I used some, just all different random trims. Super duper adorb. I'm dying. It's so amazing. And then going on to the next one, this right here, you can see more of the decorative on this tag because I didn't cover it up and I didn't use it with trim. What I did this time is I grabbed all my decorative straws. I have a butt ton of straws. So this was one full pack that I used, and I just cut them at an angle randomly. There's no rhyme or reason how I do it. And then I just hot glue them on the tag. So you'll see I do, like, this is one straw I cut in half and I angled it, so I did use the two same straws on here, but I used like the whole pack. because only little pieces were left, so I threw them out. This right here is the Prim Sizzix die that you can get from Hobby Lobby. This was in a previous This and That video that was a tutorial by Natalie, who has put some bling on it, showing how to make these super cute little flower type things using your bow dies. And then I used some more of those enamel dots there and down here. And then this right here is just some pretty trim. When I received one of my blessing packages, I had a lot of this really beautiful just ripped fabric, and I saved all of it. So that's what I used on here to tie for the top part. But isn't that fun? And then this really pretty rosette that was also gifted to me in a previous blessing box. And all I did was with the Prim, I put foam in between each of the 3 Prim hearts so that it would be stacked high. How fun is that, right? Oh, I love these so much. Okay, so those are my 4 tags. Then I was totally inspired by 2 beautiful friends of mine. One would be Sophia, who is Paper Sweets here on YouTube. Hey, girl. And then also Angela, who is I Love Pink Dragonflies. Hey, girl. So both of them did these type of flowers, but Sophia, actually, I have that die that she used. And Angela, when she did her flowers, she I think she used an SVG cut. I don't have any of those type of machines that does stuff like that, so if it's not a punch or a die, it's not getting done. So this right here is an old Sizzix die from years and years ago that does these layered. There's 4 of them. I used foam tape in between each. There's a cabochon in the middle. Then I have this really pretty sparkly rosettes. These I paid to get done. I do not know how to make these. So anytime you see these, it's either I paid somebody to do them or I was blessed with them by fellow crafty friends. So I'm going to go through these really fast only because I did a bunch. And these right here, I went through one whole 6x6 pad because it was one sheet to cut out all of these flowers when I ran it through my die machine. And so this was a really fun way to get to just literally be done with one whole 6x6 pack. And Marissa, my friend, I was crafting at her house and she gave me this 6x6 and I just used the whole pad. So you'll see here, how fun is this? So you'll see it has the pink glitter. Okay, this one, and I used pom-poms in the middle of them. They all have the glitter. Here's pom-poms. Look at how fun. And then I did do stickles on every one of them. You just can't see them in the camera, but there's stickles all along each of the edge of the flower, the petals. But I thought these would be super fun to do. Look at that's a cabochon in the middle. So I had a absolute blast doing these. So I made a bunch so that I can keep some in stash and gift. And it's so funny when you do things like this, how much time it takes to do. I mean, seriously, you're just hot gluing them together. But what took me the longest, to be completely honest, was stickling the edges of each of these petals. Whoa. But it was like, you had to have that final touch, right? It's like, I had to have it. So you can see it on here better. Okay, and then on here too, the stickles. It shows it better on the darker paper than as opposed to the lighter sheets. So those right there, right? Now, I also was inspired by Mimi, and she's Mimi Jocelyn here on YouTube. She made these little squiggly looking things, and she used, like, I think it was an 1/8 inch trim, and she put it in starch. Like, she dunked it in starch and she wrapped it, so when it dried it was stiff and it kept its whole, like, it had kept the shape. So I did not do that because that girl has like a gang of patience. I don't do that. So I grabbed paper and I did 3/4 inch strips by 12. So I used a whole 12 by 12 sheet and I cut 3/4 inch strips. Okay, so I did these, and I did them just with the paper. I got a paintbrush and I wrapped it around and I added pom-poms at the end. So just randomly, you know, picking up some of these, like this one's a blue one, and I have like a multicolored pom-pom. There's a purple pom-pom. This one was yellow. You can't even tell that the yellow side was lemons because they're cut so thin. You can't tell that it was lemons on this side, but I loved the yellow. So I just, like I said, I randomly got some pom-poms. I stuck them all at the end so they would be ready for me to use on packaging or to gift for other people to use on their packaging. Okay, so they're all ready. I did a bunch. You see all of that? So you see I did the rosette, the little squiggly things, and then I combined them. So I grabbed the flower with the rosettes, and then I put the little squigglies. I cut them down to the size I wanted. I left those long because you never know, you might need them long. And then I just sandwiched them in between here and the rosette. I'm sorry, and the paper flower. But how fun is that to pop that on packaging? I did the same with this one right here. This is on top of the blue, beautiful rosette. And the same thing, just little squigglies at the bottom so that you can put these on your packaging. How fun, right? I did not put the pom-poms at the end of these, but you're gonna see on another project that I used them on that I did do the pom-poms. Okay, so that's those. Now moving on, these right here are potato chip bags. These were 1000% inspired by Bona. I will put her tutorial down below of how she made these. And the only thing I did is I made them into shaker potato chip bags. Okay, so this one right here is the first one I did. I don't have the little crinkly thing that you roll it through and do all that. I don't know if I want to really get that because I would never use it for anything probably other than to do these chips. I don't know, I might just get suckered into it. But you'll see right here that I used one of those here, and I used the long ones. I didn't pre-cut it, so these ones have the little pom-poms at the bottom. So it's just fun to add. And then I put just the smallest dab of glue behind the whole thing, so when this is gifted they can pop this off and reuse it. I would hate to know someone would toss the whole thing in the trash. You know, if it gets damaged in the mail, which this would go in a box, I would never put this in a different kind of packaging, and if they're not able to save it. So I turned these into shakers. So you'll see where I made it into a shaker. I love it. It's so cute. And I used a wonky circle die to do this. These are the thinner sheets that are from Hobby Lobby. They had like, I don't know, 10 for $1 sale. So I normally do not buy thin paper because I don't like it. I like thicker cardstock. But these were so pretty. And when I seen them, I was like, okay, I'm going to do the potato chip bags out of these. So that's what I did. And I just love that they're shakers. And all I did was I got acetate sheets. I cut the square. I cut 2 of them. Then I put red line tape all the way on all 4 sides, and then of course I undid 3 of them. Then I sandwiched the other acetate on, leaving the top open. Then I started to sprinkle all of the goodness in there. Then I took off the last one, sandwiched it. Then as it was the square like that, then I put red line again over the whole thing. Then I adhered that to the bag. I hope that makes sense. So for those of you that are amazingly talented with the sewing machine and could have done this in 2.2, this did take longer. My sewing machine is packed in my garage, so I had to think of something else, a different alternative. So this is what I did. It doesn't take that much longer. I didn't mind it. So, but how fun is that? I love it. Okay, so that's that one. Then this is the other one that I did. See how pretty this paper is? That was from Hobby Lobby. I was like, oh, I gotta have it. And then here's another one with the cute little pom-poms at the end on the flower. And then when I'm ready to send this off, then what I'll do is there is tape all the way around here. And then I will just undo it and then I'll close it together. So of course it's not ready yet. So I have it, what do you call it? I forgot what I just lost my train of thought. Oh my gosh. This is what happens with getting old. So anyways, there are tape that's up there. Okay. Next one is a super cute one with these adorable unicorns. You know, I had to have it. And then, of course, it's a shaker. I love it. And then here is a super cute little flower with the little pom-pom squirrely cute thingies. How fun are these? And these are super easy with an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. She does a really simple tutorial. It's really not rocket science, but I had fun making these right here. All right, and then last but not least is jewelry. All right, so let's scoot this over, and then I'm going to show you these little dangles first. These ones right here, let me scoot this down a little further. All right. Now, these ones right here are from Hobby Lobby, the cute little unicorns dangles. And I just added some more little dangles so that I can put these on planners or on other type of crafty projects, gift, whatever. I did 2 of them. The other 2, I'm going to do a craft with me video. And because I've done a lot of tutorials and stuff, so nothing that I make is really, it's not unique or anything like that. So, but I do know a lot of girls that like to make jewelry and dangles would like to watch me make them. And I love the same thing. I am not going to lie. I love watching craft with me videos. So that's this one. And then this is the second one. So you know that there's 4 that come into this package. And I saved 2 to do with you guys. It's not going to be on this video. It'll be on a different one. And then here's a couple. These are the super cute little fuzzy dangles from Allie. But how fun are these? I love it so much. And then I just have like a random piece of chain hanging here. Because if I have chain, and it's just little pieces, and I don't have nothing to do with it, I will do that. I'll just dangle it from a jump ring. And just, you know, like kind of like a chain tassel. I'm not throwing all my stuff away. Wait! Alright, then right here I made a set. I had gone to Michael's and they had these super beautiful aquamarine looking crystals, and I knew I wanted to make a necklace out of this, so I made it so it sits right on my collarbone. I don't like them to sit too low. And these right here are check beads, and then I have some rondelle beads right here, and this is patinaed silver that I have right there. It comes on this string. If you buy these, there's like a bunch of those, and it has these super pretty patinaed silver ones on there. Super pretty. So this is the necklace I made. The matching stretchy bracelets are these right here. These are all check beads. So these check beads are, for those of you that are bead lovers, you know that you pay more for these beads because they're really beautiful. Even these flowers are check flowers, so they're like a glass. They're not plastic or acrylic or anything like that. They're just beautiful beads. And I got these when I went to Cambria. All of these are check beads. And let me tell you, there was like this long, $10 for that little tiny thing of these beads, but I wanted them so bad, so I sucked it up. And I wanted the memory of Cambria. So this right here is a natural stone. This right here is a natural stone. I got these both from Cambria as well. They were purchased individually. They're all with the check beads, excluding these right here are glass beads. And then this one right here. This right here is a Swarovski crystal. And I hung that as a dangle. And then these are all check beads. So I got these so that I could wear all of these together with this necklace. The stretchy string I use for, I do get some girls that ask me, is this one right here. Get these at either Hobby Lobby or Michael's. Then I made this pretty necklace right here. This is another bead that I purchased from Cambria, as well as this one right here. This is a whole chain that I probably got from Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I did not make this chain, just the dangle from it, and I love it. Okay. And then I did these 2 adjustable bracelets right here. You can get these adjustable. It's from Hobby Lobby. I got it 50% off. The only thing you add is the middle part right here. Everything else is what is in that package. So for instance, let me show you. All right, let me show you how it looks. And I like it because it is adjustable. So no matter what size your wrist is. I'm trying to do this. There you go. And you just push this up, you see, it goes down and up. And then it has like cute little crystals that hang from the bottom. That was part of the bracelet. And then it just sits on top of your wrist, so it doesn't fall to the side. So you can make that tight. That beautiful bead right there was from Cambria as well, that I purchased. I love natural stones like that. And the last one I made is this one right here. These are check beads. These ones I had to purchase individually, but they're so beautiful and gorgeous. These bead caps are from Hobby Lobby. They have the little crystals on them. And then let's go ahead and put this on. And I just want to let you know I'm so excited that I finally was able to put up a video. Thank you guys so much for being patient with me while I go through this house sale. And I thank you guys so very much for being amazing, beautiful, and just a blessing to me on my channel. So here they are if you want to go get those and whip up a cute bracelet. Thank you guys so much. I will see you guys very soon. Have an amazing and blessed holiday weekend. Bye, ladies.